Welcome to my channel Fueling Your Imagination. Today I am reading the third episode of Alienated in an Ancient Land. A nightmare or a signal? What is it? The link to the first and the previous episode is given in the description. Choose the appropriate link if you have missed listening to any one of them. So let's not waste any more time and get reading. Here it goes. Episode 3: A Nightmare or a Signal? What is it? Part 1. It was another busy day for the staff at the seaside restaurant. Although it was a weekday, customers were flocking to the place. Shamit and Tanya observed that during the time of need, the automated system always malfunctioned and had to be shut down for maintenance. Tanya worked at her highest speed, attending to every table and taking orders quickly. Ganesh, who took a break to smoke, happened to steal a glance at the dining area and was stunned to see Tanya taking orders at multiple tables. It was like she was everywhere. Ganesh shook his head vigorously and rubbed his eyes. He wanted to look again, but Shamit shouted his name. Extinguishing the cigarette, he rushed inside, only to see an angry Shamit yelling at him. How long do you want to take a break? Don't you see we are running at full capacity? It is one of those days. Buckle up and ready the orders. Tables 4, 7, and 10 are waiting for their order. Quick, get to work, he reproached Ganesh. Ganesh got busy, but stole a glance at Rekha and Tanya occasionally. He was immersed in his job and readying the oil for frying the chicken Manchurian when he saw Tanya looking at him intently. He instantly became cautious. When he finally finished preparing the dish and transferred it to the serving plate, he stole a glance at Tanya and found her staring at him. He coughed and set the place aside. Tanya took the order and glided away, as if she were ice skating in a rink. He looked at Rekha, who warned him with her eyes not to get talking to Tanya. They were paid every Wednesday, and it was time for pay tonight. Ganesh was surprised at the extra amount he got. He was about to ask Shamit about it when Rekha stopped him. What do you think you are doing? They have overpaid me. I am an honest fellow. I may not return the amount, but I would like to know why I was paid more. I told you, stay away from them. Now, do you understand why we want to work here? We are paid more than the bargain. All you got to do is stay clear of them all day, whispered Rekha. She was constantly looking towards the cleaning room where Tanya and Shamit had gone for dinner. Every day the staff assumed that Tanya and Shamit had lunch and dinner together in the cleaning room. Nobody dared knock on the door when they were in it. Moreover, they locked it from inside. What are you looking at the room for? They are young. Let them have fun, chuckled Ganesh. Rekha laughed nervously, but stopped as soon as the door opened. Ganesh was observing the couple as they walked out. Tanya spoke at once. Why do you stare like that? I will ask Shamit not to share the tips that we received from customers with you if you continue this behavior. Ganesh felt ashamed of his behavior. Sorry, he mumbled, and was taking leave when Tanya gave him more money and asked him to buy spices that were available at a spice shop near his house. Here, take the money. Don't forget to buy the spices. He'll be open until 11 at night. If you hurry now, maybe you may be able to buy it. In case you find it closed, buy it tomorrow during your smoking hours. Remember to use the back door when going out for shopping during the open hours, instructed Tanya. Ganesh saw that it was already 10 and hurriedly grabbed the money. His fingers touched Tanya's fingers, and he received an electric shock. He jolted upright and shook his head again. Is anything the matter? Asked Tanya. Ganesh nodded his head sideways, indicating a no, and rushed outside. He suddenly felt nervousness stealing over his mind. Taking big strides, he hurried towards his house, forgetting all about buying spices. He quickly rushed into his house and locked it securely. With shivering hands, he removed his mobile phone and dialed a number. Hello, have you had dinner? His voice had a strange tremor, but he managed to hide the anxiety. I just returned from work. You know, I got an additional tip today. My boss is so generous. He was trying to steady his voice. A few minutes into talking, he felt better. He opened his dinner parcel from the restaurant and ate it in silence. He then prayed to Lord Hanuman and recited the Chalisa before sleeping. Suddenly, he jerked awake from the sleep. Ganesh looked at the wall clock. It was missing. He wondered why it was missing. He tried to sleep but was wide awake. He got up and opened the door to take a walk outside and staggered around, for he was floating in the space. How did you find this episode? Let me know in the comments section. So, why was Ganesh in space? What happened to him? Listen to the part 2 of episode 3 this Friday to know all about it. Before we conclude, I have a question for all the listeners here. Do you want me to read the episode in 2 parts over the week like I am doing now? Or read the whole episode on Friday? Let me know the answer in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share the channel link with people who like to listen to stories. Thank you all for your love and support. See you then.